Yes, today on public speaking skills, I am going to be sharing with you on key important speaking skills that you must as a global speaker practice. So listen with rapt attention to the details I'm going to be sharing on my channel. I studied mathematics in school, but I have said to myself that it's not going to be an excuse for me not to improve my communication skills because I've come to understand and connect a lot with, I've come to connect extraordinary personalities with excellent communication skills. There is no excuse for not speaking well in your career, in your relationships, in your business, wherever you are, you need to improve your public speaking skills because it helps across all these areas. Effective public speaking skill is a highly sought after art and skill globally, irrespective of the course they studied in school. And that is why in my confidence coaching classes, public speaking skill is one of the things that every woman must improve on. Though still the top activity people fear, as more people have expressed more fear for public speaking than anything else. More women would rather keep mute in my meetings than to speak. And I want to get more women to be able to speak because if they open their mouth, a lot of them are having ideas, but because of the lack of confidence they have in their public speaking skills, they have kept mute and deprived the world of those beautiful ideas. So, if you want to grow professionally or reach an executive position with your organization or any other public speaking or any other public facing professionals, then you are doubtless going to need to get comfortable with public speaking. If you're one of those people who simply prefer to die, to die than speak in front of a crowd, then you definitely made a great decision to transform your life by listening to this video. I am Neka for the confidence coach for this station. I want to help you boost your confidence and speak with the kind of confidence that gets attention because I believe extraordinary public speaking skill is an incredible asset anyone could ever imbibe. So if you invest your time and develop your public speaking skill here, it will play an important role in your personality development and how you're being perceived when you go out there. So ensure that you listen to the end of this course. So allow me to share 11 things that global speakers do to conquer the fear of public speaking. I have researched and discovered that with constant practice, one can gain the confidence to decode public speaking. With constant practice, you can be anything. So that same thing comes with public speaking. Public speaking offers one of the most effective ways to get your points across, demonstrate your knowledge, and influence others, and then grow professionally. And if you don't do anything to improve this skill, you might be handicapped, even though you are so loaded with ideas that could change the world. Clarity. Nobody was born perfect public speaker. So everyone have done one or two of these things that I'm going to be sharing with you here. And practice is the secret. So number one on my list is to practice a series of talking points. Before you give any speech, before you accept to give any speech out there, prepare a series of your talking points that summarize the key messages you want your audience to take away, what you want them to feel, and what you really want them to understand. The whole agenda, the whole point of having to open your mouth to the public, you have to create a talking point around it so that you don't miss out on anything. Practice this and often and always, and you would see that you become so confident speaking and sharing these ideas without blabbing. Another secret that global speakers have is to constantly work on their topic. You must constantly work on remaining grounded on what you want to be known for. This is the number one secret to speaking confidently in your area of expertise. If you don't know your topic very well, chances are you would make a lot of mistakes. But if you know your topic very well, you have created 50% chance to succeed as a public speaker. So at every point in time, improve yourself and remain grounded on your topic. Another thing that would help boost your confidence is to prepare more than once. If you have an opportunity to share on something, or you've been called to come and give a speech on a particular topic, prepare more than once. Don't just, prepare once and say, okay, I'm ready to, go to the pulpit. No. Rehearse before people that you're comfortable with. Rehearse and ask for feedback, right? This would improve your chances to deliver that piece like a master and boost your confidence level. So, another point I'm going to give you, which is my number 3 point on becoming a successful global speaker, is to keep a steady pace. Steady pace allows us to sound confidently. If you rush your speaking, if you rush your your topic, you will come out, or you will come forward, or you appear like someone who is anxious or fretful. But if you keep a steady face, you will come across as confident. A steady pace allows you to practice voice and breath control. So you would avoid the temptation to speak fast. It will help you. The power of pauses will work for you when you keep a steady pace. So before you open your mouth in public to speak, take few times to practice deep breath and hum up to warm your voice. This has a way of helping you come across confidently, because you will now speak with significant and strategic pauses. It's very key to coming across as confident. Another good point that would help you come across as a confident public speaker is to maintain good body language. The best public speakers maintain proper posture, make eye contact with the audience, and move in ways that look natural and friendly. Good body language improves your performance and helps the audience relax. You don't want your audience to feel anxious simply because you are slouching, or you look fretful, or you look, you know, you know, anxious. Avoid appearing before your audience with your hands in your pocket or crossing your arm. You're kind of sending a negative message. You don't want to look that way. You don't want to sound like you are afraid or you are fretful. No. You can start with a smile. A smile has a way of making you relax and also helping your audience to relax. So you smile, you start with greetings like, I'm glad to be here. Even though you don't feel like it, you say, I'm glad to be here, or you wave at them. Also, you can start with your arms at your side and use purposeful hand gestures that show warmth and friendliness. That way, you get everyone relaxed, right? And receptive to whatever you want to say. Do it, and you'll be glad you did. And here's my sixth point for become my sixth point for becoming a confident speaker, or the secrets of successful global speakers. Make a practice of listening more. If you're conscious of having to take over the conversation and you're speaking all the time, you would make mistakes. But in your meetings, practice listening more. Make it a constant habit to observe other speakers, right? Pay particular attention to how speakers pace themselves. This is a very important practice reiterated here for emphasis. You know, one of the things that I did when I was, you know, working on my public speaking skills was to try to watch 1,000 TED Talks. I wanted to know how they were speaking. I wanted to know how they paused, how, I wanted to know how they, you know, do well in certain in certain areas that I would love to speak on. So make a habit of learning from exceptional speakers in your field. Is one of the best ways to improve your own public speaking too. When you watch these individuals, you take note of their body language, you even take on board their poses, you take on board their mannerism, their way of smiling. Not necessarily that you want to copy them, but you are trying to do something that you've never done before until you get perfect and excellent at what you do. So pay close attention to their poses and how they deliver what they do. Here is my seventh point. If you want to come across as confident, then you must constantly record and watch yourself. That's where you will know the areas where you need to actually improve yourself. The best speakers know the import of doing this. I'm telling you, and on a regular basis. And often this helps you find out ways to improve your public speaking skills, whether it's your body language that you would need to improve on, or is your voice, or is your pauses. By listening to yourself, you get to detect those areas that need improvement. It is recommended that you go back and watch yourself after giving a speech every point in time. This is especially so that you may again examine your body language, your sound, and your pacing. Very crucial. And here is my number 8 point. Practice telling better stories. Practice telling stories because humans are wired to listen to stories. So if you want more people to listen to you, tell them stories. These are metaphors abound for narrative structures that work best to engage people. And the goal is to actually engage people. So tell your stories in ways that engage people. Frame your talk around your story because people can forget information, but they can't forget a story. They can't forget the information that is tied around a story. So pass on a lasting message by telling stories that stick. How you deliver your story matters. Perfect that art like an opera. Yes, how do you take your first step? Stories are born in retrospection. Look back, find something that you can start your conversation with. Just find the right place to begin and focus on developing a succinct in logical arc of events from your experiences. Seize regular opportunities to practice your talk several times in front of a live audience that you're comfortable with. I tell my stories. There's some things that I would, when I started this, my husband was like, I've not heard this part of you until you told a story. So that is it. I said, if I had not said, or if I had not shared a story, there's a part of me you wouldn't have known. So this is very crucial. This is very important. Learn to tell your stories better. It's a skill that is a must have as a public speaker. Now, this next tip is one way you can connect with your audience quickly. Practice smiling often. When you smile, you captivate your audience, and this is what you want to do. Apart from telling good stories, smile, especially when you have a good smile. One of the things that people have told me is that I have a captivating smile. So when I didn't know how to tell stories, when I speak, I pause to smile. And why I'm doing this, I'm doing it for two reasons: to connect with them deeply and to engage them, to make them feel relaxed when they're listening to me. So smiling is powerful, but you have to know when to do so. Smiling often puts you and your audience at ease, no doubt, but it has to be planned. You don't begin to smile in the middle of a serious and painful narrative that you just shared. No. So learn to smile, when to pause, when to almost cry. It's very crucial to know when to do all of this. And here is my number 9 tip for you. Practice sounding conversational. A public speaking that engaged the whole crowd is conversational because you are engaging the audience. So watch your tone and be sure to sound powerful but natural. The key to being a natural conversationalist is to be you. Don't try to be anyone. Don't try to emulate or imitate someone. Just breathe in deeply, be yourself, and then speak. Speak from your experiences. Speak from the point of view that you cherish, and smile where the need arises. And here's the number 10 tip for you: practice stage presence. Don't just walk up the stage there, choose what works for you. Standing still or shifting from side to side of the stage when making a point. However, be warned, too frequent or erratic movement can be seen as nervousness or decoded as a lack of coordination. So this also can distract your audience from the main meat. So if you really want to move from stage to stage, let the right stage be a positive reinforcement of your message, and let the left stage be a negative reinforcement. I mean, yes, right? So let each of your positions stand for whatever point you're making if you really want to move. Otherwise, I would advise that you stand still. Okay? So from effectively managing your body, such as lowering the movement of your base body from side to side, to learning the fine art of friendly eye contact. All of these is very important. And the 11th tip, which is the last tip I'm sharing for today, is to practice reading wide. If you don't want to sound knowledgeable, then read wide. Reading wide allows you to share things from perspective people have not known. Yes, it really helps a lot to improve your vocabulary as well and give you a powerful word option to send your message home. So those who will lead tomorrow are reading today. That's what my mother said. And I have come to know that that's true. You cannot lead your audience joyfully if you do not have substance. So reading regularly enriches you and give you depth that others may not have. Reading broadens you and makes you sound grounded, which is the goal of every public speaker. Be grounded. Until I come your way again, I will bring you more tips on improving your public speaking skills. Bye for now.